A conservation-dependent species is a species which has been categorized as conservation-dependent by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, i.e.as, dependent on conservation efforts to prevent it from becoming threatened with extinction. Such species must be the focus of a continuing species-specific and/or habitat-specific conservation program, the cessation of which would result in the species qualifying for one of the threatened categories within a period of 5 years. The category is part of the IUCN 1994 categories and criteria, which is no longer used in evaluation of taxa, but persists in the IUCN Red List for taxa evaluated prior to 2001, when version 3.1 was first used. Using the 2001 system, these taxa are classed as near-threatened, but those that have not been re-evaluated remain with the conservation-dependent category. As of December 2015, there remains 209 conservation-dependent plant species and 29 conservation-dependent animal species. Examples of conservation-dependent species include the black caiman, the sonaripan, the salamander mussel, the California ground cricket, and the flowering plant Garcinia hermini. Conservation-dependent animals. As of December 2015, the IUCN still lists 29 conservation-dependent animal species, and 2 conservation-dependent subpopulations or stocks: mollusks, arthropods, fish, reptiles, mammals subpopulations, and stocks: bowhead whale, northern blue whale. EPBC Act. In Australia, the Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act 1999 still uses a conservation-dependent category for classifying fauna and flora. Species recognized as conservation-dependent do not receive special protection, as they are not considered matters of national environmental significance under the EPBC Act. The legislation uses categories similar to those of the IUCN 1994 categories and criteria. It does not, however, have a near-threatened category or any other lower-risk categories. As of December 2006, only 2 species have received the status under the Act: orange ruffy, southern bent-wing bat. No flora has been given the category under the EPBC Act.